So I really don't know how to address this. I'm getting really frustrated with YouTube, and but a few months ago, sometime last year, it changed the way that it handles like the password for YouTube, and it changed it to like the Google verification thing, which is also linked to like the screen lock on my phone. And since doing that, it signs me out of YouTube 10 to 15 times per day. And it's like I work multiple jobs, plus I work at home and stuff like that. So it's like I have a subscription to YouTube so that I don't have the commercials and shit. I've had the same account for like 2 decades, so it's like my shit is so curated, and I have the videos that I upload there. But it signs me out like while I'm watching videos, while I'm streaming stuff, while I'm driving. It requires me to enter my password 3 times in order to get back to what I was already doing in YouTube. And nobody else has my account information, with my permission anyway. I've never seen any evidence that somebody has access to my account. The only other device that sometimes has my account logged into it is YouTube on my laptop, which I only use very occasionally. And I have even like started like making sure I sign out of it on my laptop so that it doesn't interfere with the sign in on my phone. But it's legitimately 10 to 15 times per day that it signs me out. And I have to set up the screen lock, and then I have to sign in to YouTube. And all I want to do is change the fact that it is set up to need the Google verification, because I know that there are other options. I could just like, type, click one button that enters in a saved password or something like that. I would be much happier doing that 15 times a day, and it would be a lot safer for me to do that while I'm driving, rather than, oh, well, just all your shit is going to go blank screen while you're driving, while you're streaming your playlist. And so I entered a bunch of like feedback forms and like requests for help and stuff like online on YouTube last year. And then I was able to talk to a person on like tech support like a year ago. It was probably last fall. So like around 6 months or so ago. I was able to talk to somebody, and he went through like everything that like my Google is signed into. We changed a bunch of stuff there so that nothing would interfere, nothing would be signing me out. He said there's no reason for me to be experiencing what I'm experiencing, and he said that after he did what he did, and after I did what he told me to do, he said if it keeps happening, submit a feedback thing, submit like a help request every time it happens. It continued to happen 10 to 15 times a day. I was not going to be able to enter in a fucking feedback thing every fucking time, plus they were getting ignored every fucking time. So I decided like I will submit a feedback help request thing once per day that this keeps happening. And I did that every day about 18 times straight, 18 days straight, about 2.5 weeks straight, and never got a fucking response. And then I just suffered and dealt with it for a few months. Also, I can't have the screen lock set up on my phone all the time. I have an Android, so it's like I think iPhone doesn't have that option anymore, but Android does. And it's not one of my jobs. It is not safe for me to not have immediate access to my phone when I open my phone. I am on limited time. I have motion, and I have people and dogs and bodies around me that I am keeping safe. I need to be able to open my phone and use my phone immediately. And when I actually want a lock on my phone, I set up the lock on my phone. But what YouTube is doing in with like the Google verification thing being linked to the password, and with me getting signed out 10 or 15 times per day, it's forcing me to set that up multiple times a day. And so then I have to, unset that up every time that I'm at one of my jobs. So I'd really like to get that fixed. If anyone fucking knows how to do that, let me know. I have tried everything that's listed on every fucking help forum that I can read on YouTube, and I just tried calling twice, and finally got to the point where, you know, the automated thing said that they were going to put me through to a person, and it sent me to YouTube help support, and YouTube help support said, our phone lines are down. If anyone has any help, let me know. I really don't want to throw away like 2 decades of YouTube just out of like safety and inconvenience, but for fuck's sake.